Hey, welcome back to Shopping with Jen. Today we're talking about whiskey stones. And if you're anything like me, I had no idea what whiskey stones are. But I have an uncle who considers himself a connoisseur of fine liquors. So I was looking for something for him that would be just a cool gift just to give to him because he's kind of one of those guys that has everything. So I found these whiskey stones, which are very cool. And, you know, for those of you that don't drink alcoholic beverages. They're also really great if you drink like coffee in the morning, or if you're like me and you drink hot tea and you're working and you set it down somewhere and then you go back and you find it, you know, like 30 minutes later and it's cold. They're also great. You can warm up in like hot water and you can put them in your tea or your coffee or anything like that to keep them warm. But they're also great for ice beverages. Whiskey stones are, I don't know if anybody knows, they're cubes of solid soapstone that will chill any of your drinks, keep them cold without diluting it. So I know Alicia and Lorette got some. And what's cool with this is you get this little free VIP card, and it'll take you to some great recipes to use with your whiskey stones. So Lorette, you want to talk about?
Well, hey, let's go look at your blog real quick. So on your blog, I think it's funny, the top, you talk about whiskey stones or whiskey stones because you spell it in two different ways, which I didn't know. I thought one was a misspelling, but it's, I think, where you live or something, you spell it differently.
Yeah, if you're in Texas, you spell it with an E.
Yeah. So, you know, really cool. I see you have, you know, the 5 stars, the coolness factor. Do they actually work? Great gift, good price. So I think you were talking about in this post this was for Robert, right? Your husband?
Yeah, I got him because he likes to drink iced tea without the ice, so he likes to keep his tea cold. And I just thought they worked so well. That's when I went and got my uncle something cool to give to him for his birthday. So, but yeah, you can use it to keep things cold. You can use it to keep things hot, and plus you look really cool putting these little, you know, stones in your drink. People are like, what?
So let me demonstrate. Here, let me see. So here's the drink. And so here are the whiskey stones. So they come in this cool little pouch. It's like a, you know, what is this material? Felt or
Velvet.
Yeah. Felt. So it's a velvet pouch. And
that's what we say in Texas. Felt. I expected a little more from you, Lorette.
All right, so here is what a whiskey stone actually looks like, and this is a nice chilled one as well. So the cool thing is you get it, and then you just rinse them off, put them in the freezer, and they get cold really fast. So here's, for example, one of them, and you just simply put it in your drink. And so they say to put 3 or 4 into your drink, and it stays nice and cool. So you just put them in your drink just like that. So there we go. So now we've got, you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you got your stones in your drink. And the cool thing about this is that when you drink it, it doesn't melt. So apparently for a lot of whiskey drinkers, and just other drinkers, you know, like I like to drink regular, you know, lemonade, stuff like that. I know Alicia loves her sparkling water. But when you put these in, it doesn't dilute the drink. So that's the worst thing. When you have a drink and then it gets diluted with the water, especially when you're, you know, a whiskey drinker or something is just drinking a little bit. Can you imagine if these 3 were ice, almost half the drink is ice, right? So, you know, it's just a really cool thing. I think it's a great gift. It comes. Show that box again, Jen.
And they spell it wrong. They spell it just with a Y. But if you're from Texas, there's always an EY on the end of things. So it's whiskey.
So it's a really cool gift because the box is cool. They get this nice felt? No, velvet bag.
Velvet.
That the stones come in. And the other cool thing is they are reusable, so you can just rinse them off, put them back in the freezer, and just use them over and over again. And Alicia, you were saying you were using them with hot tea?
Yeah, so I do use it in my sparkling water. You know, I love sparkling water, but I hate for it to get diluted with ice when it melts, turns into water. So I did. I was using them in my sparkling water, and then I was like, I wonder if you can heat them up, because I love tea, but usually when I drink tea, I'm doing 10 different things. As you guys know, I'm like drinking my tea on my laptop, talking on the phone, and then it gets, the heat wears off. It gets cold really quickly. So I heated up the whiskey stones in the kettle and put them in the hot tea, and it kept my tea hot a lot longer. Now, the other really cool thing is when you heat these up, this has nothing to do with the use of whiskey stones, but they make great heated stone massages. So if you've got any sore spot on your body, it's really, I loved it. Have you ladies ever gone to the spa when you get those hot stone?
Yes.
Massage? Yes. These keep the heat like that, so it was really cool to do it like that. When I was visiting Lorette, her baby had a fever. Ava had a fever. And so we took the chilled whiskey stones out of her fridge, and what do we do with it, Lorette?
So we used it to help cool her down, and it didn't melt. That was actually ingenious. That was really smart of you, Alicia. Kudos to even think of the whiskey stones for that use. Because when you have like an ice pack, I put ice in like a Ziploc bag or something and put that on. But then it melts and water gets everywhere, right? So you put this, and I was using this for Ava and her fever, and it didn't melt. So great idea. So whiskey stones have many uses other than just whiskey. So it's great for whiskey drinkers, scotch drinkers, but also Alicia and her sparkling lemonade and her hot tea, and also for babies that have fevers. So it's got many uses.
And on our next show, the multi-uses of whiskey stones.
But it's really cool. It's really cool that
as well.
Yes. But I did. I loved the packaging. The company is Chilled Creations, and the whiskey stone, it comes in a really nice box, packaged really well. Everything looks good. Jennifer always picks things that look really good and are really high quality. And as she said, you guys can't see it because we're not turning it around, but they do give you recipes to the best whiskey drinks, and
Alicia,
they give you free gifts. Yeah.
Just to interrupt you real quick. So when you're buying these whiskey stones, there's actually a lot of other companies that have whiskey stones. And when you're picking, the reason why I know, Jen, you really liked this one is because of that VIP card.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Because you can link to different recipes and get, new products that come out and everything. So I just thought it was just really, I really love the packaging, even though they spelled it wrong. It looks like, I know everybody has that person in their life that they don't know what to get for, Christmas, for birthdays, for whatever. And this is just that really cool gift. And not just for those, connoisseurs of different liquors and everything, but because of the different uses. I mean, my mom drinks hot tea, so I could give her, this to keep with her. You could take it, I'm not condoning, but, kids that go off to college, they don't have the luxuries of what we have, with ice in their drinks or whatever. They can pop these in their freezer and have, in their fridge and have, a cold drink in their dorm. So, and I'm talking about like sodas or lemonades or water or whatever. I'm not talking about anything else.
So Jen, let's tell them how they can get it. So here we go. How do they get it?
You can go click on the link, or you can go to Amazon and look under Whiskey Stones and go down to the Chilled Creations, and it looks like this. You'll see it, and it'll have the little pouch. Or you can click on it on Shopping with Jen.
Yeah, there's a link on here.
There's a link, yeah.
Yeah, look for the link somewhere under the video or on the video, but Jen's blog is a great place to go and to get the link. She's like, look down, look down, look down.
It's right
and
there.
Jen, once again, a great pick. Lorette and I absolutely loved it. We loved, everything that you did with this one. So great pick, and thanks so much for picking these really cool whiskey stones.
All right, Lorette, you can drink now.
There it is. Ha ha ha. All right, Thanks, Jenn.
All right. Thanks, Jen. Bye, everybody.